Welcome and hello to the Slice and Spice.
Cheerio.
Welcome to the Slice and Spice podcast. I'm your host, Declan, with my co-host, Ed.
Theodore.
This is the 20th podcast.
The last one, 20?
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
okay.
last
Yeah, the
podcast
20th.
recorded.
The 20th.
never happened. That was some technical difficulties. Anyways,
How many have we actually done then?
like 22.
Okay. Well, thought it would be like a big number, you know?
No.
Just flex.
Anyways.
Pod number 100, actually.
All right. I'm hot. So are you.
Indeed, yeah.
So did you know that every president besides Donald Trump has had a dog?
Really?
Yeah,
Every single one.
every single one.
Like, every single one.
Every single one.
Huh.
Every single one has had like a presidential dog.
Oh, like, a dog. Okay. Huh.
Like a dog they take
Really?
with them to the White House. It started with George Washington and it never stopped.
Until Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump was like,
Psych.
he was like, I'm above that shit.
I am above that. Nobody's above dogs.
I don't know.
That's kind of surprising, though, you know? You would think one of them was like, no, I'm kind of a cat person, you know? But no, really?
Yeah.
It's actually honestly kind of surprising.
You want to search it up?
Honestly, yeah, dude, I'll be our resident Kyle.
Yeah. I just like randomly said that like Donald Trump was the only one who didn't have a dog, and I was very surprised. And apparently Joe Biden's gonna come in. He's like returning the tradition because he's coming with 2 German shepherds. and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
2 big boys.
Yeah, some 2 big boys. Wait, why is this?
What? Oh no? Oh no?
Psych.
Rip?
Psych.
No. He's the first one since James K. Polk.
Oh, okay.
So he's essentially the first, because nobody knows who James K. Polk is. Wait, let's see.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This madman George Washington had some American foxhounds, some black and tan coonhounds. Don't even know what these animals are. He had a Andalusian donkey.
What?
He had some horses. Oh, I think it was from his wartime.
Oh, that makes sense.
He had a parrot,
Yeah.
a greyhound named Cornwallis.
Wait, he had a parrot?
Yeah. And he had some stallions. That's a shit ton of dogs. Holy crap.
Isn't that a stallion a horse?
I think it's essentially a horse, but like the good type. You know, with the royal blood, something like that.
Okay. Wait, so how many dogs did he have?
Well, okay, what is an American fox? Okay, that's a dog. So hold on. He actually had a donkey. Man, this dude was really living his lone life, huh? He had three types of dogs, but I think he has like 6 or 7 at least. He had a lot of animals.
Oh my god.
God damn. Wow.
The boy was wild.
Wait, I can't find, so I guess he wasn't the only one though, like Trump. Roosevelt had the most dogs. He had 8 dogs.
Oh my god.
He had a Scottish Terrier, Fala, was by far the most famous. Huh. Wait, maybe that's against which presidents didn't own dogs. That's probably smarter.
I think it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4. No, actually, I think there's 40 presidents and 45? There's like 10 presidents.
Obama did not have a dog until.
Yeah, but he got one.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Trump was the first president in a century without a dog.
Uh-huh.
So I guess he's not the first, but it's been a while.
Yes, I see.
Oh no, we have technical difficulties. All I see is sound waves.
That's all you need to see.
Yeah, I know, but you're like looking at it closer.
I'm gonna pause it. We'll be back after these short words from our sponsor. And we're back.
Thank you, unnamed sponsor.
Thank you very much for sponsoring.
For the whole $0 we got.
Thank you.
It will all go to the children.
And we get they pay us in
yeah, in
you
could do it.
I don't know what the word is.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
They pay us like chasifiyot. They pay us like. I'm gonna search this up.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say they should pay us in the currency they use in SpongeBob's, but don't they just use dollars there?
Yeah, they use dollars. Yeah.
Bro, they should just come up with like their own currency. Really, SpongeBob really dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Have you figured out what currency you're? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait. I think so.
You're not doing a very good job as a Kyle. Your research takes too long. You know.
Shut up, Kyle.
You just wait for the currency.
Paid in exposures. There you go.
Hasi. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I know that word. Yes, like all the great artists do.
Yes.
All get paid in exposure.
Exactly.
I mean, we could use it.
Yeah,
we
could really use it. But I shall go back to.
Listen, I know what we do. I know who can pay us an exposure.
Yeah.
We go on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
We go to www.twitch.tv/logic and we go there. And we'll be like, yo, rep our pod. And you'll be like, I got you, fam. It's that simple.
I don't think it is that simple. We'd have to donate to him for him to actually see.
Oh, he doesn't need the money. Come on.
I mean, obviously he doesn't need the money, but like.
Have you watched the stream? I only saw like a month ago that he was very confused. I thought it was a random streamer named Logic.
Yeah, same thing. Every single time I see Logic, I'm like, that's a random.
So we retired from being a rapper to be a streamer.
Yes. Oh, someone's calling you.
I'm so popular. Oh my god, it's the Brazilian.
Oh wow.
Rejected.
Declined. But yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Logic, he's streaming basically. I saw him in the video with a bunch of other Among Us players.
Yeah, everyone all the big boy streamers just play Among Us, and then I get recommended their videos, and then it's a bunch of people that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know half of the people.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
I know there's like a new wave of all these, for example, Minecraft YouTubers. I'm like, who are these people? There's like this dude named Dream who's just popped off. My brother said he popped off in the beginning by just tagging all his videos with like PewDiePie and Minecraft when PewDiePie first started doing Minecraft, and it helped blow up his channel. But he's actually apparently like a good YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that does the speedrunner versus 4 people.
Oh, my brother watches him.
That's him.
Ah, yes, I know him. Yes.
I think he like actually has his own content.
But his videos are good.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I at least that's what my brother told me, that that's what he did in the beginning.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but that's all these YouTubers. And I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I feel like such a boomer. Like, I don't. He's gonna be. Yo, anytime he calls me, I never hear it. He's gonna get so mad. He's gonna get so mad. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, but
like, does your brother never mention something, and you're like, who?
No,
it doesn't happen.
He never mentions them. He just says, look at this cool video."
Oh,
and I'm just like sucked into his world.
And
it's pretty cool. Besides that, but sometimes the beginning used to be all about that Jacksepticeye.
Oh, I never watched them.
But he's a total idiot. He's a total idiot.
Who, Jacksepticeye? Well, that's kind of, why is he a total idiot?
Oh.
What has he done to deserve that?
He's just like a Let's Play YouTuber. It's just not.
Well, what do you mean? But
it's
like a lot of Let's Play
PewDiePie,
YouTubers.
but his personality is not likable.
Wow, that is. Oof, really? So why you gotta roast him like that?
Yeah. So
I mean, I can't say I never watched the video, but that's just, you're just kind of being rude.
I don't know, dude. He's just mediocre.
What in 10 years, when this podcast is just world renowned and Jacksepticeye is still a YouTuber, this video will come back. And people will hear it and it will explode. And there will be a Jacksepticeye versus Dekel rap battle. Or, better yet, a boxing match.
Because that's where we can go to now.
Exactly. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson for some reason. I don't really get the beef there, but
Are they actually gonna box?
I think so. I don't. One of them is an ex-NBA player. One of them is a I don't see the correlation. But again, I just feel like a boomer. I don't know the beef.
Bro, probably just tweeted at them like, "I fucked your mom, dude."
I'm sure that's what they did.
And he's been like, "No, you didn't." And like, "Yeah, I did." And then from there, you know, it's history.
They boxed. Yeah, or they will box. They're like, all right.
Or they might never box because of Corona.
Or one of them wins by giving the other one Corona.
Bro, that's
chemical warfare.
300 IQ right there. Oh my god. We shall be transitioning into the next hot topic. Basic knowledge about the world and shit.
Okay, yes.
Please enlighten me.
I will enlighten you. So, just I had this thought. Right. So right in school, you learn a bunch of shit. You learn your maths, you learn some of your literatures, you learn some basic grammars, as I'm saying now. With great grammar. But you also learn, you also learn, science and geography and all this. Bullshit, more or less. So I'm just wondering if you think, like, all that is to round out your knowledge. You have like a basic knowledge about the world and stuff. And I just wonder if it's like stuff you should actually learn, or if for the most part it's kind of like it just doesn't have any point. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is very deep, Evie.
I know. I'm a very deep person.
You're a deep thinker.
Yeah,
I've also wondered that before. Listen, literature, I feel like without school, people would never know, like, literature.
I think literature, so you're saying, like, literature, I think is something it is good to learn, because it's like
knowledge about culture.
Yeah, it's all about culture, and also it's like it's historic culture sometimes, because if you read like a classic book, it kind of gives you insight into the culture back then, from the time of the book. That's an example. But for example, my dad's a big science guy, and he's like, it's good to have basic knowledge about physics and all this stuff. Honestly, I don't really get it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I don't really. It doesn't matter I don't see how it matters to me if I know that Pluto exists. I don't know if that's a stupid example, but you see what I mean?
Yeah. I can tell you there's people who don't know basic science and go on with their lives just fine. But I also think, like, basic science is cool because you can just be like, one day be like, why has that happened?
That's true. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And then you can just search it up.
Yeah.
But literature, no one's going to be like, oh, I wonder what All My Sons was. And
don't talk to me about that. That's not a good example.
I don't know. What's a good literature example?
I don't know. But, like, I don't know. Like, I read The Catcher in the Rye. I think that's a good book. That's good to read.
What?
The Catcher in the Rye? Have you heard of that book?
No.
So
see, this is a basic example of not having basic knowledge.
You're just not enlightened
about culture. Yes, please enlighten me.
It's a book. I don't know from when, 1920s, 60s. I don't know. Anyways, the book, funnily enough, got banned in America because it was too rebellious. It's when you read the book, you'll be like, There's no instant where you're like, yeah, I can see why it got banned. They're like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
For the time,
No, obviously it's because of the times, but it's still. It's ridiculous.
What did they get banned for?
Because it's a guy that is kicked from like his 8th school, and he hasn't told his parents yet, so he goes back to New York a few days early.
Is it a guy or a kid?
This is a kid. He's like, I don't know, 15, 16, I don't know, something like that. And he just like chills in New York for like a day and a half, and he just does a bunch of shit. He goes to places. He's kind of like wandering around aimlessly to an extent, but the whole point is like he's being very, like, I guess, rebellious in a way. And for the times it was very bad. It's a bad influence. Everyone's just gonna go on their own.
Yeah, people want to be goody two shoes, kind of like Tom Sawyer.
I've never read Tom Sawyer.
See, this is another literature.
I have the book. I just read the first like 10 pages and I got bored. So
Tom Sawyer's a classic.
Did you read Tom Sawyer?
I did, probably like twice. and I don't remember basically most of it from it.
Oh, you don't remember it?
Honestly, I don't remember exactly much besides that. Who was it? Was it Tom Sawyer? Or was it a kid who was his friend?
Pretty sure Tom Sawyer was a kid.
I know, but there was a guy there who was like didn't go to school, and he was like a cool kid, and all the cool kids wanted to be like him. But the mothers were like, "Don't be like that kid because he doesn't go to school." I don't remember.
Well, Tom Sawyer is the one that doesn't go to school, no?
Oh, so maybe it's Tom Sawyer.
Nice. I see you really captured the essence of the book.
I told you I don't remember. Maybe I should reread it just to jog my memory. Basically, Tom Sawyer he's a hero in the end, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's good for him. Good for Tom Sawyer.
Good for Tom Sawyer. I can't remember. Is it based on the Is it based on a true story? I can't remember.
I don't think so. The resident Kyle is back. He will.
The resident.
He will.
Hello?
Is Tom Sawyer based on? I don't think it is.
I feel like it is though.
Well, let's see.
Who was
the author published? Bro, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer was published in 1876. That's an old one.
Yeah.
He said the character was based on 3 boys.
Yeah, I never was based on something.
He's not. He said it wasn't. It's like it's based on himself and there were 3 people. I don't know. He has contradicting statements, but it's not like it's not a real person.
Oh, okay. But there was what's that? There's a book with the guy who eats apples and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
There's a lot of books about like old America. I remember we used to read them in. I don't know if I read them in Israel. I'm pretty sure.
What, The Outsiders?
That's actually one. That's one of them. That's an interesting book.
Yeah, that's a good book.
That's a good book.
Stay gold, pony boy.
Stay gold. But they say stay gold.
He said stay gold, stay golden.
Stay golden. I think stay golden. Dude, actually I want to read that book again now.
Bro, there's a lot of good books.
Dude, I think I cried when Johnny died. Spoiler alert.
What a pussy, bro.
Honestly.
No, that's okay. As long as you didn't cry when he died in the movie.
Why?
Because you don't remember? The movie was just horrendous.
I don't remember watching the movie.
Bro, we watched the movie.
Oh, we did watch the movie.
Oh my god, that shit was so bad.
I literally forgot.
That was so funny. It was really bad. It was not. It's weak. Mm-hmm. A lot of books, a lot of movies. I mean, based off books, they're just weak. You know.
Yeah.
They don't get that chutzpah.
The chutzpah. I think it's because they focus too much on recapturing the book when they should be focusing on. I don't know.
I think it's also just harder sometimes. Like certain books, when it's told through like one person, a lot of times, you have like access to the thoughts of that character.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you write a book, you can literally write what the person is thinking. Yeah. You can't do that in a movie unless you have a narrator, which you usually don't have one.
Or you have a narrator who's actually the person you're hearing the story from, which happens in quite a few movies. Yeah, but most movies still, I think, don't have narrators anyways. I don't think it's considered usually a good thing to have a narrator, from what I understand. I mean, yeah, it's not.
Because it's like, I think it's considered like lazy or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's sometimes what makes it hard when you take a book and turn it into a movie. Because at the book, you know what the person is thinking, feeling at certain moments. And it's a lot harder to project that on someone's, face, and that's it in a movie. You know?
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Or maybe the actors are just dog shit. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, that could also be true.
I can tell you with that's not even a book first, though. I was going to say the Avatar movie. But that wasn't even a book.
Dude, what do you mean? The Avatar movie is the best movie ever.
Yeah, Avatar The Last Airbender, the movie, just the greatest thing of all time.
Greatest thing of all time.
Best kid actors ever. They had great careers.
But they plan on making a new series with the real characters.
But I think also with new actors, hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, also they're also older now, so it wouldn't make sense. But I mean, it'd be cool if the actors are actually good, and also you can probably do a lot of cool special effects and stuff now.
Yeah, if they have the budget.
I think it's with Netflix, no?
Yeah, but
so come on, it's not, they got budget for days.
Didn't Netflix get hit with Corona though as well?
Everyone got hit with Corona.
Yes.
isn't Netflix one of the places that the opposite would happen? That they'd like have a boost because of Corona?
Well, the thing is, the whole stock market goes down. So if if everything goes down, then people also go down. Like,
bro. Time out. Don't talk about fucking stocks. Like, you know what the fuck that means?
What? No,
you know what the fuck you're talking about?
Yeah, I talked about this with my dad.
Okay, enlighten me.
We talked about this over the dinner table where you're talking about how, if when Corona hit, things went shit. But that means people were basically using, like, Zoom, for example, probably exploded.
Mm-hmm.
And people were using a lot more internet. So everything around the internet exploded as well. And then my dad's like, yeah, so technically things are... Oh, no, what he explained to me was... Okay, so this is different. The stocks of these companies went down still because all the stocks are connected together.
Okay, I can see that,
But the revenue...
went up.
Went up, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, I didn't get that. I thought it was connected to one another.
No, I don't think they're correlated. Yeah, so I'm guessing Netflix is one of the companies that benefited a lot from Corona.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, everything they're making still probably got the...
Not precisely, though.
What do you mean?
Because if Corona leads to people losing jobs, and losing jobs leads to people not having enough money, and not having enough money means to people paying for less things, then people would pay for less people.
True, but I think you're still gonna have a lot of people that bought Netflix because they have so much more time at home. And stuff. I think it ends up still working to their benefit.
Mm-hmm. No, obviously.
still make more money.
Yeah, making that fat cash.
Yeah, but I mean, anything they're probably making got delayed by at least a year, if not two. To film stuff.
For sure.
Imagine if I mean, this is a big F to bring it up. Imagine if in the middle of this happened in the middle of them filming the last Game of Thrones season. You have to wait like another 2 years, so it'd be 4 years or something between season 7 and 8.
I mean, at least maybe then.
Then it'd be good, huh?
Yeah. Maybe they give enough time to rethink the decision.
I think it really killed the two directors.
Their last season?
Yeah.
Really?
I think
are they vanished?
I think so. I wouldn't know. It's not like I really looked into it. But for example, after Game of Thrones, they were supposed to work on, I don't know if it was movies or a TV show that had to do with Star Wars. Yeah,
didn't they?
They didn't do it in the end. I think they got canceled after Game of Thrones.
Are you sure they got canceled because of that, or was it Corona?
No, bro. Game of Thrones finished in like a year at least before Corona.
Did it get canceled again?
I thought it got canceled. Yeah, I think like Game of Thrones finishes. Everyone's like, wow, this is a big pile of shit. And they're like, we've canceled our upcoming movie with D&D. I think.
Huh.
Pretty sure.
They deserve it.
Wow.
I mean,
it was really bad.
Yeah.
But I kind of just feel bad. That, I mean, they did really well for most of it. Most of it was them just, having to recreate the world that George R.R. Martin made. But, I mean, still, it's still easier said than done.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. They put in all this hard work and then just, oh my God, just crashes.
Yeah, they listen. You can't rush a project. You can't rush a creative process.
They worked on it for so long, though. I don't know if it was something about... I mean, it did feel really rushed.
Like, that's the thing. They said they were doing one more season. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though they had so many...
Yeah, George R.R. Martin didn't want to do... what was it? 8 seasons at the end.
Yeah.
He wanted to do like up to 12 or something, or 10. He wanted to do it.
Makes sense.
He wanted to do...
There's like 20 different storylines that never
On the one hand, like they should have done more seasons. On the other hand, though, you can understand them wanting to start their own project or a new project. When we work on the same thing for so long, sometimes you just want to get away from it.
Dude, I can totally understand. Yeah, okay.
But it was a dumpster fire.
But I don't know. Maybe they could take maybe like a break.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, don't shows do that? Like, take a break for like a few years and then they go back.
I don't think that happens now. I don't know any shows that do that.
Wait, so how do shows have so many seasons? How does some shows have so many seasons?
What do you mean, like The Simpsons, Family Guy, that stuff?
Yeah, not Simpsons, Family Guy, because that's easier to like. For example,
like Supernatural with like 11 seasons.
Maybe that Big Bang Theory. There's about
it's a sitcom.
Okay,
I think sitcoms. I mean, I don't want to say it's easy, but I think the recipe is simple to make episodes and stuff.
How many of these seasons does Vikings have?
I think it has 5, and it has to have a 6th.
Okay.
Or it has 6, and it's having one final season.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's that.
But I don't know, because I think it's more like, you film the season, and then in the beginning, when it starts coming out, you probably just like when the second the first season finishes, I think people start working on the second season, third season, all that stuff. You know, usually you have it depends on the show, but you have a rough outline of a few seasons. When you start a show, I think most times it's not a 1-season thing. It's a few season thing. You know? Like when you pitch it, you're like, I have a storyline. We can go up to 5 seasons with it. And then sometimes you get to the 5th season, it still does well, and they go on. I think that's what happened. I read that's what happened with Peaky Blinders. It was supposed to end in the 5th season. It's going to have a 6th one.
Ah, I see.
But I think that usually doesn't work well when you add more seasons, because that's when you have a problem, because you have to create new storylines like really fast. Maybe that's just what happened with Game of Thrones, because that's kind of what they had to do, I think.
But they had so many storylines they didn't close. That's the thing.
True. Or they just killed them off in non good way and stuff. It's very sad.
Like the whole thing with
I just think of the after the.
I feel like this is gonna be a podcast how much Game of Thrones sucked, but like the whole thing about Daenerys. Remember, like her whole storyline and the whole.
I think that was great. They just need to have it a little more. Her progress from sane to insane happened too fast.
Okay, I agree with you, but I was talking about the thing like, what was it? Arya's and Daenerys' storyline away from Westeros was great, but I felt like it should have continued. It's like something.
There are so many. I didn't have a problem with that.
Like, for example, the people with no faces.
The Faceless Men?
The Faceless Men was kind of like... I felt like it could have came back somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, but at a certain point, I think you also have to, let some parts of the story, fade away. Like, you can't keep bringing more... I love it when people make callbacks and bring up old stuff. But, like, there has to also be a limit to it. Also, especially in something like Game of Thrones, when you just have, like, a billion things going on.
There's also the girl Nyareth or something. The girl who had like a mask on her face.
Oh, well, she was dead. What do you mean? Arya killed her?
No, not connected to Daenerys. It's connected to Daenerys. When this girl with a masked face.
Oh, yeah. That was an abandoned storyline, right? Yeah.
And that
was like in a really early season.
Yeah, that never came back.
Yeah, that's true.
What else happened? John became lame, basically.
Oh, John became very...
There's all these prophecies. The prince that was promised.
No, but... Dude, some of the problems with Game of Thrones is the problem with the fans. Some of the things that went wrong is because of the fans. The promised one was barely mentioned. Like, it was mentioned a bit in the show, but it was much more of a thing in the books and fan theories than it was in the show. And the other one, in the book, Cersei gets that prophecy that she's going to die by a brother. And then everyone just assumes in the show she's gonna one of the brothers is gonna kill her.
Yeah. And there's also the fact that what else?
I think it's really hard to make a I guess a complicated show now because of the amount of fan theories and just shit that people come up with and like people just raise their expectations of the insane shit that can happen. And even if what ends up happening is still good, it might still fall short, Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty objective, the fact that...
Oh, no. Game of Thrones just was... Bro, that was bad. I just think of The Long Night, how nobody died there, and the beginning of the next episode, when like the funerals, the flash up, like close up of like the 3 dead characters, it was like that...
Theon...
it was Theon,
Mormon.
Yeah, the Mormon girl
and the Mormon guy.
The guy, and there was one more actually that died. The guy from the
the guy was 9 lives.
Was that his name? The guy that was in the Watch.
Oh, Night's Watch. Also Eddie. Oh, and also the guy who sacrificed his life for Arya, who died 7 times.
Ah, right. Who got stabbed 8,000 times before he finally collapsed. Right. Yeah. But it was
that was God's plan, by the way. It was all God's plan.
Wasn't good.
I didn't like the fact that the Night King was so one-dimensional.
I agree. I think it's also really hard. I don't know what you do with a character like that though, because first of all, you make him this insanely strong being, and you make him a sentient being. Because there's many examples of like he's smart, like he has an actual brain. I don't know how you end that off in a good way. I think it's the more I look back at it, I think him dying was okay, but like didn't reveal enough about him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, also that as well. He just kind of died and I guess he's gone then.
Yeah, it's very anticlimactic.
Later, like so many secrets, like where did he come from, and like
I remember watching. I was so confused because Jon was about to die by the dragon.
Yeah,
and I think Daenerys was also about to die.
Yeah,
and you just sit there and you're like, I mean, the Night King has to die, or literally the show ends, or it's just the Night King versus Cersei. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. But you're like, how does the Night King die here? And then, Arya's like, surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just so stupid, and it just doesn't feel like Arya. It just felt like Arya was so not connected.
Yeah, it was kind of cool how she killed him though.
I mean, it's cool. But
it was very cool.
It was just like, at look choix.
Yeah, it was not. You're like, where did you fit into this?
Yeah, and also the Lord of the Fire. I thought he would maybe take a cooler role in the whole show.
Yeah, I didn't. That part. The thing with the no Lord of the Fire, I'm not disappointed in that one. I think that's a lot more with the fans coming up with stuff though.
No, but there was so many, Easter egg. I don't know Easter eggs, but like so many things.
There were some hints, but I didn't feel like there was
like. Come on, the thing he came back to life was crazy. The thing with Melisandre being like 300 years old with the necklace was crazy. But she just knew stuff was crazy. Yeah. There was another Lord of the Light worshipper that was in was a city away from Westeros that like kind of like looked at I don't remember. Oh, he looked at Tyrion. She just looked at Tyrion or she looked at
Daenerys.
No, what's the bald guy? Varys. Varys, yeah. Looked at Varys in like a weird way.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's like, I guess that was a foreshadowing for him dying of fire.
Oh, I thought that was because of when he was a kid.
Also that, but like I don't know. I feel like there's like something deeper that was supposed to be like to unveil. I don't know.
I didn't get this. I wasn't hyped up for that stuff as much.
I wasn't like hyped up, but I just feel like
I know, but like I didn't feel like it was necessarily hinting at something bigger.
Yeah, I guess so. I just felt like it was very superficial. It just, I don't know. There just felt like more to dig deep into.
Sad ending. Maybe in 40 years' time they'll remake it.
Man, I swear there's another podcast on this channel where we just fucking ranted at how just.
Oh, I think we've done it like 3 times. I think we, yeah.
It just doesn't leave.
Just every few years, you're like, oh no, hey, Greg, what's wrong, man? Just like, Game of Thrones, man. Why didn't you want it?
Dude, and also this disappointment. I remember when I used to be a fan, not a fan anymore.
I just remember waking up at like 4 or 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
seeing the Night King die at Rafa's house, and we just looked at each other and we were so confused. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I just thought to myself, like, I used to I liked the show and I was proud to like the show, and now I'm ashamed I even watched it.
Hey man, the first 6 seasons are so fucking good. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, but I'm ashamed that I used to preach it so hard.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we have that one group that I wrote Game of Thrones is better than Infinity War, and now I don't know.
Yeah, which one was worse? Let's think.
I don't know. I mean, one of them is an unpopular opinion because everyone's like, Infinity War, the greatest movie of all time.
I think I'd say Infinity War is better because I was able to enjoy it. Actually, I don't know. This is a good question. I think Infinity War. I think it just made the plot made more sense.
Dude, when I think of Game of Thrones now too, I think of it in 2 parts. I think of the first 6 seasons and the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know.
Maybe one day what they'll actually that's a pretty stupid thought.
What? Game of Thrones Marvel crossover.
I was thinking that one day someone just decided to continue Game of Thrones from season 6, and then just like
that'd be so fire. I mean, I don't think that ever worked.
No,
but
it
that
never
would be
worked.
so fire.
because you get actors and everything, but
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably gonna delay into like 2024 now. But I mean, they're working on other Game of Thrones stuff. I think like either a sequel or prequel or some other.
But is it confirmed that it's gonna?
I have no idea. I know like a year ago now they had like 3 different plots that they were gonna use one of them. Like one of them was Robert's Rebellion. Yeah. One of them was the
first night.
The first night, and the other one was the Targaryens when they came over to Westeros. I don't know which one they chose in the end. Because I think they chose one in the end.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened though.
But I don't know if they chose, like, who's gonna direct it? Hopefully not D&D.
They're not gonna be associated with it again. I highly doubt it. I don't know. There's a lot of good directors. Let's find somebody. I don't think that's a problem.
How can they make people watch another Game of Thrones thing after? Can make some people. Well, probably.
No, dude, you do it, and it's the first episode or the first few episodes are good again. People are gonna be like, Game of Thrones is back. 100%. There'll be so much hype for it if it's you know.
But they'll probably rename it something else to like just.
What do you mean? Not Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Also, it doesn't make sense that they're gonna do the Robert's Rebellion. Actually, no. If it's Robert's Rebellion, it does make sense because it's the Thrones.
Yeah, no, it all makes sense. Maybe no, but they could do like Game of Thrones : and then like the first night or something. I don't know. That's a long title. I don't know. Maybe they
also,
don't call it
the first night. I don't think it's connected to the Game of Thrones.
No, but it's in the same world.
That's true.
But
it's not the same. It's not the same premise.
Yeah. I mean, also in the books aren't even called the Game of Thrones. So.
Oh, what's it called in the books?
The first book is called the Game of Thrones. But the series is called A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they'll. Oh no, probably not.
Well, that's like the 4th time we've talked about Game of Thrones.
I feel like I'm just gonna be disappointed.
I mean, it'll only come out in like 10 years, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You have time.
Yeah. Just need to lower my expectations.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, Evie. Just need to learn from you about lowering my expectations.
Yeah.
Evie, tell me.
All right. Do
barbers talk to their?
Oh yes. People? Okay. Yeah. I was wondering if we're gonna continue. How long we're gonna continue the Game of Thrones talk? So about a week ago, 2 weeks ago now. No, I think it was a week ago. I don't know. I have Alzheimer's.
2 weeks ago.
Went to get my hair cut. And we just a little chat for a minute. And then just cut my hair. Just got me thinking. In these sometimes mundane scenarios like barbers and there's probably some other stuff I'm not thinking about. People just have long chit chats. I'm just me. I'm not exactly the most social person.
Yeah. But
it's just kind of weird to me. To be like homies with your barber and talk to him. It's fine if you do. I don't know. It's not like that. I'm like, it's kind of a strange thought to me. Like, do you don't really, it's been years since you went to a barber. But do you remember when you in the before days when you still went to barbers? You talk to them?
Nope, never talked to him.
So if you went now, you think, if you had one a barber every month, whatever, however long it is, you think you'd want to be one of the chit chats with them?
First of all, I probably wouldn't go to a barber. I'd probably just shave my hair.
Right. You have a thing here, no?
Yeah, I have a thing here. But then again, going to a barber, you get a nice haircut and stuff.
Yeah, look, I'm fly as fuck, boy.
Yeah. Would I talk to him? I don't know. Would I talk to him?
I'm just also there has to be more mundane scenarios. For, just talk.
Okay. First of all, I'm not the right person to really speak about this. But what I do know is, for example, we had a family that hosted us for Friday, and the wife was she does nails, and she tells me how sometimes she does nails, and it's kind of like therapy because she does the nails and then they're telling her about
okay, shit. That's another good example. Yeah,
they're telling them all about this shit they going through and stuff.
They're like, girl, you got no idea.
Tell me, girl.
Yeah.
And then I guess they, and then that's drama and gossip going on. But I don't know, for guys it's just kind of also, especially I think it depends where in Israel. I feel like.
But I don't think it's an Israel thing. I don't think it's a guy thing either, necessarily.
No, I think it's just depends where you at. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure if I got a haircut in my city, there probably would be some chit chat because of like this city kind of has that like hood type of feel to it. You know, it's like people just like chit chat. You know what I'm saying? People just talking to each other like, "What's up, bro, homie?"
You're gonna get canceled so hard. Yeah.
Yes. But no, it's like also it's like apparently it's really like that in. Actually, I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? There's a very vibe of just like, yo, homie, tell me what's up. What's funny though about my city is that there's like two dudes who are like 19 and like do everyone's haircuts, and they're not like
good.
No,
like they're fine.
They're good, but they're like. They're 19. They have no experience. And
well, you know, maybe they've had a lot of experience.
They charge more than normal barbers.
Oh my god, how much do they charge?
Like 50.
Oh, that's not. I don't know. To me, that sounds fine.
Yeah, but
I think also here, there's most barbers are expensive here.
Yes. Also, people get haircuts like once or twice a week. No, like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it really depends. Like, you know, I don't think it's something that like. Sorry, I don't think that's something that goes on here. I mean, actually, it probably depends.
Also, I'm trying to think, what other scenarios are there? Like, there must be other mundane barber-like situations.
Okay. For guys, barber is the one I could think of. For girls, I can think of nails. I can think of hair, and I can think of hair that's not on their head, like getting hair off, and that's it. I don't know, cosmeticide. How do you say cosmeticide? Face doctor. Woman who takes off your woman who fixes your face up and pops the blackheads.
Yeah, pops.
Or maybe it could be also a guy. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, I gotta put him in a box.
Yeah. Although in those situations, when my mom used to take me, my mom just talked to her, and I just like fell asleep. Huh. Because I was like, when will this stop? And
yeah.
So yeah.
Huh. Well, I thought you'd have a better answer, you know.
I don't have.
But when I wrote it, I'm almost like, you know what, this dude hasn't cut his hair in years.
Yeah, I have not cut my hair in a long time. Yeah, that's a good question. I'll ask maybe people I know. You know, I feel like Alone has had conversations with.
Yo, he's so good.
For sure.
Yeah, no, he'd be that guy
for sure. Maybe I said Danny.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Like that conversation.
I could see it.
Probably not conversations about like stuff that's not casual hair.
I could see it more as him being like, I got a haircut, and the barber just started talking, and I just nodded along.
Oh yeah.
I could see that more being the case.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm gonna end this off. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Slice and Spice podcast. It's been me and Evie. Me as Decade and Evie as Evie.
That's true. He is Evie. No. I was going to say he is Evie, but I meant he is Deco and I am Evie.
That is true. That's all, folks. Please, if you enjoyed, hit the like button. It really means a lot to us.
Like, subscribe. Tell us why we're shit.
Or why we're not.
Yeah.
And please sponsor us. Sponsor
the bus.
Sponsor the bus.
They need it, man.
They need it, dude. They need it.